Hi again. So, as a medium, if you do readings, for example, as a medium we train to prove that life goes on after death. It's not always people come for that, but they mostly come for your psychic ability, and your psychic ability is your intuition. It's you reading another people's auric field. And in your auric field, you can call that the storage, because everything that you experienced and lived through in your life will be stored within your auric field. And the more you practice on reading that, the more information you can pick up from another person, how they've been, how they're feeling. You can even read who's on the other side through their emotions and the loss of the one they have lost to the spirit world. One of the most common questions actually is, will I meet love? Or is this one the right one for me? Well, it's not up to us medium to tell you that actually, because you have to be aware of that we might be wrong. And we might, let's say you're a woman who's come to me and you wonder, will I meet the love of my life? And in my mind, a picture flashes by on a man. If I describe this man for her, she might look for that man all her life. But I might saw someone that she's gonna meet who will help her bring her to the right person. That might be her love of her life. So sometimes we can do more damage than good by expressing everything that we sees in our mind. Because for me at least, I rather say less than more. And sometimes when the inspiration is coming, I might say things and go, oh my God, why did I say that? It usually turns out right. And I think that is because I'm very careful. So when it happens, it's usually something that's been inspired through my mind. And some people think that all that information that you're picking up from a living person that comes to you to be read about their life is coming from the spirit. It's not coming from the spirit. It's your intuition. It's you that reading the person's energy. The spirit interfere, yes, they can do that, but they will certainly not tell them who they're gonna meet, who they're gonna love, where they're gonna live, if they're gonna change the car, because that's your life to live. I believe that the spirit is around us for our sake, because I believe there's no time in the spirit world, and I believe, and if you have had an death experience, the bliss that you are feeling, there's nothing on this earth that can drag you back, really. There's such a huge difference. So I'm not sorry for anyone who goes to the spirit world, but it's very sad for the ones who are left here. Because I believe that when the body is dying and the soul doing its transformation into the spirit world, I think it's going back where it comes from. And I don't believe in darkness there. I believe in evolution and I believe in progress, but I don't believe in darkness. I don't believe in punishment. I don't believe in anything like that. I think that is man-made. So I believe that everybody that goes home, because that's what I'm calling it. When I'm dying, I'm going home. I've never been afraid of dying. And I'm only afraid if I'm going to end up at the hospital laying like a vegetable. I wouldn't like that. But when I'm dying, I'm going home, and it's going to be bliss, I believe. So yes, to everybody who asks me, are they all right when they have passed to the other side? Yes, everybody is all right when they pass to the other side. And then we have the other question, but I don't feel my mom around me. I don't feel my dad. I don't feel my brother. So why can't they give me a sign? I don't know. Some people get a lot of feelings and sensing them, and they're visiting them. And sometimes we don't. When my mom passed, I never felt anything. Nothing. And I was sitting there holding her hand when she took her last breath, and I felt nothing. Maybe I wanted it too much. Or maybe it is that simple that I don't need it because I know it. I don't know. Maybe some of us need signs and more than others. Our ego maybe wants it, but maybe spirit sees us more clearly with a greater understanding, and they know exactly how much they need to give us for us to move on a pathway, so to speak. I don't know. I'm just rambling here with my philosophical thoughts, you see, because I believe that we don't know really what happens when we go to the spirit world. How can we? Because we're not there yet. So there is a lot of talking about it. This is what they're doing, this is what's happening, and blah, blah, blah. But do we really know? And I also believe the power of the mind. So if you believe something really hard, you will create your, your world around you to fit your belief system, and it will work for you. So I believe also that the mind can be your biggest friend or the worst enemy. And it's hard because we're also human beings, and we like our habits, and when we do things the same way over and over again, we feel comfortable, and we don't like to feel uncomfortable. So it's very easy to fool ourselves. And I usually say, and you probably, if you're following me videos, you probably heard this before, but self-awareness, in all honest, I am the biggest liar to myself. And I believe strongly that because of my animal instinct, and I believe that in other people also. Why are people so stubborn? Why is it my way or the highway? Why is it that you know exactly how the workings from the spirit world is? How can you know? It's working through you that way, because that's how you believe it working. I believe how I believe it's working, because it's working for me. And I have challenged a lot of time the workings of the mechanics of mediumship, because I believe that a lot of us is set in old ways and we haven't had the guts to challenge it. And I challenge it a lot. And I think we need to do that. We need to evolve like everything else is around us in the world. So that's why I also have the other expression, like the most of us have heard me say, never trust a medium. Because everybody of us think we are right. But what is right for you? That is what you should ask yourself. Because when you feel comfortable in here, it should be right for you. But saying that, you shouldn't be afraid to challenge yourself as well. So there's a lot of questions when you are a medium. We get them all. And one of the things I can say sometimes is when, oh, do you think I should stay with my husband, or do you think I should move on? I usually ask them, what do you think? Because it's not my responsibility to tell them if they're gonna stay or go. So I believe the ethical path of our work is so crucial, because some of you know, I've been saying it before, I've been abused in every way you can imagine. But what hurt me most of any other abuses was the spiritual abuse, because this is the purest thing for me. This is where I come from. This is the glow within me. And for someone to rape that or stamp on it and destroying someone because of their own ego or for fraudulent mediumship, I can't stand it. I just can't stand it. We are supposed to be kind people. And you know, in spiritualism or spirituality, we're talking about kindness, love and light, love and light, love and light. And then they just turn their back to people anyway, because their ego is hurt or whatever. And I don't get it. Be a kind human being. Because I believe when I'm going home, I'm not going home as Mia the medium. I go home as Mia, the human being. And was I a good person when I was living here? Well, something to think about. Bye.